What's going on YouTube, Ferocity? I hope you guys are doing well. With the latest update from Black Ops Cold War, I don't know if you guys knew that actually, Black Ops Cold War came out with a new update on February 4th, which actually had some anticipation leading up to it, because it was going to be the introduction to Express into the game, as well as a brand new Zombies map, which was something the Zombies community really wanted, and honestly, I'm happy for them. But for me, I wasn't just excited for a new Zombies map and Express to be added to the game. I was also hoping for some weapon balance to be added to the game. And this is what we got. Weapons, launchers, increased minimum damage for the 2 launcher class weapons. And that's it. Sorry, do you want me to read that again? The list is so long, I don't know if you guys heard everything. Let me read it again. Weapons, launchers, increased minimum damage for the 2 launcher class weapons. Yeah. Pretty underwhelming, I would say. Wouldn't you guys agree? I don't know how anybody at TREYARCH thinks this is okay. That was enough weapon balance. I've been killed by enough LMGs, DMRs, Type 63s, and dual pistols to know what's overpowered and what's not. I'm not sitting here saying, well, the XM4 needs some work, or I don't mind dying to regular weapons. I mind getting 3-bulleted by an LMG that has absolutely 0 recoil, or being out-hip-fired by an LMG from close range when I'm using an SMG. There's certain things that really piss me off in this game, and it's stuff like that. I'm tired of getting 2-bulleted to the ankle by a DMR or Type 63. It's ridiculous, and I'm tired of it. And the fact that they haven't addressed any of these issues shows me they just simply don't care. Or they're just so oblivious that they don't know, or it's their favorite weapons to use so they don't want to actually address the problems. I don't know. But for me, the best Call of Duties are where the weapons are balanced, they're even. I could talk about endlessly how I hate the LMGs in Black Ops 2, but I never felt they were extremely overpowered. I thought they were strong, but they needed to be strong because they needed to compete with the M8, the AN94, and the MSMC, and the Vector. But the problem is the LMGs right now are a tier above the SMGs and the ARs, and that's not okay. It's the same thing as if the ARs and the SMGs were a level above the LMGs. I'd be arguing the same point. We need to bring the main classes up to the same level, but right now it's tac rifles, then LMGs, then these damn dual pistols, and then everything else below it. It doesn't matter how good your XM4 is. If you and an LMG shoot at the exact same time, the LMG is going to beat you every single time because it's a 3-bullet kill versus your 4-bullet kill. Doesn't matter, and it's bullshit, and it's dumb, and it needs to be changed, and there needs to be recoil added to these weapons. I'm not a weapons expert, but I think if you're moving around with this big hunkin' LMG, maybe it should bounce around a little bit more. It shouldn't be a steady fire all the way through. It's quite annoying, I will say. Especially in a game that doesn't have great hit detection in the first place. Seems to have great hit detection when you're using an LMG though. At least in every single kill cam I have. It's like, oh, you hit me 3 times in the ankle while I was running the other way. Wow, that's nice. That's nice. I'm shooting right at your body and not getting a hit marker. Sweet. Cool. Anyways, I don't want to complain. I don't want to rant too much, but I just want to know why they're not addressing these. Do they not feel they are game breaking? Do they not feel that it's some imbalance, or do they just simply not care? Or are they just on to the next project? Now, some of the stuff they actually changed in this most recent update gives me hope that they're actually listening to some feedback. But at the same time, I'm wondering why there were no weapon balance changes, why there's absolutely no talk about them nerfing some of the things that need to be nerfed and buffing some of the things that need to be buffed. There's definitely things in this game that need to be better and things that need to be worse, and that's just part of Call of Duty, and that's the way it's always been. You're always tinkering with weapon balance, but in this game they just don't want to do that. If they think this is like showing that their weapons are completely balanced, they aren't. And they need a lot of work, but it's very apparent from what we've seen since the beginning, minus the MP5, they don't really care about weapon balance. They don't really care about tinkering with this game. They just want it out there to try to generate as much revenue as possible, and they don't care about fixing the problems. I actually had some hope, some optimism with the way they handled the MP5, but everything they've shown since has been lackluster at best. Hey, good, you actually addressed part of the problem with the M16 and the AUG, but you didn't address the whole problem. There was a huge problem with the AUG and the M16, and they still are a problem in this game. They're still extremely strong weapons and borderline overpowered, and nothing has changed. It's like if you don't use a tac rifle and LMG, you're automatically in just going to die more often. You're going to get less kills because those weapons are just superior to the other weapons in the game. Now, maybe I'm crazy, I'm on a rocker, and maybe I'm wrong here. And honestly, I'd like for you guys to tell me if I am. Because frankly, I don't think I am. I've played enough Black Ops Cold War, I've played with my friends enough that we all kind of are saying the same thing about the LMGs. We're all saying the same thing about the Type 63 and the DMR. But I haven't seen anything said from TREYARCH. I haven't seen anything said about some of these from these other YouTubers because frankly, a lot of the other YouTubers are using them because they know how overpowered they are. You want to know if a weapon's overpowered? Watch a Birdman video because more often than not, he's using the most overpowered guns in the game because that's how he gets his gameplays. And hey, whatever, I'm not here to call him out by any means. Do what you need to do, man. But that should show you that just how strong that weapon is. Birdman's a great COD player, and he could use any weapon, but might as well use the best weapons in the game to get your best gameplays. I'm not going to do that because I don't have fun using LMGs, but I don't want to get away from the point here. The point here is it seems that TREYARCH has completely left behind weapon balance just to replace it with nothing else and leave players out in the dark here and just turn their backs on us. They've turned their back on this game and it's just sickening to me. And I've ranted about it so many times and I'm honestly sick and tired of wasting the breath on this game, but I need to hammer this point home that they need to work on some of the major glaring issues, and one of those things is weapon balance. And until they actually want to do something about the weapon balance in this game, the game is always going to be lackluster. It's always going to be a lower end, lower tier COD game. So that's what I'm going to leave you guys with today. I want to know what you guys think about the weapon balance of Black Ops Cold War. I want to also ask you guys, if you enjoyed the video, can you please hit that like button? If you want to see more videos from me, please hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.